Facebook's former chief security officer, Alex Stamos, who's also a partner at the Krebs Stamos Group. You're getting us on a fun day.
This is good. Gotta keep it light on TikTok day.
Let's talk about TikTok. Okay, so can you explain to Mike the risk of having TikTok on your phone? I mean, what is the risk here of actually using this and having it on your phone? Is it your personal data?
So the risk to any individual user is pretty low, right? Yeah. TikTok, just like any other social media network that you might have installed, the Facebooks, the Instagrams, the Twitters, can see some stuff about your phone. It gets a little bit of information about your location. Something the CEO talked about a lot today is they try not to get your what's called Find GPS location, your exact location. It can see what links you click in it. So people who spend all day clicking on links in TikTok and using its web browser, a lot of that information can be collected. But for the individual user, it's not a big deal. I think there is a legitimate issue, though, from a nationwide perspective. You know, this was a big surprise. There's 150 million users of TikTok. He didn't define exactly what he meant by users. That might just be downloads, but that's a big number. A lot, you know, Mike is in there, maybe not you and me. But, you know, most of the young people I've met, most of my students at Stanford, you know, they use TikTok religiously all the time. And if you think collectively of all that data, if all of that data is available to foreign adversaries like the intelligence services of the People's Republic of China, that can be really valuable. And when we talk about China, they have a real history of using big data that way.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, we're obviously adversarial with China. If they want to influence us, say they want to influence American policy toward China, they can use this app to influence voters on American policy toward China, can't they?
Right. And we have to see TikTok in the context of the People's Republic of China has a massive propaganda campaign that has really been built up, a capability that's been built up over the last couple of years. Two things that triggered that was Hong Kong. With the uprising in Hong Kong, they were fighting against these really smart internet-first teenagers, and then COVID-19, which is a huge embarrassment for China. Whatever you think of how it came, it certainly came from Wuhan, China, and that has been a huge deal for them to try to control the narrative around COVID and the emergence of COVID. And so we saw, we talk a lot about Russia in 2016, 2017, but since then, China has really supplanted Russia as the country with the most capability for both overt and covert propaganda.
I'm also still stuck on the algorithm and the way how it's directed at kids in China versus how it's directed here, and what that mass rot that it's doing. I mean, I know it's entertaining. Don't get me wrong. I have my problem with Instagram.
Yeah.
But the idea that the number one job, the aspiration of kids in this country is to be a social media star.
I know. As a parent, that terrifies me.
It terrifies me. It terrifies me for our future. And if you're talking about just down the line a global adversary wanting to diminish the influence of the United States, wouldn't it be diminishing the aspirations of the youth?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's not a lot of evidence that, TikTok is clearly a financially motivated company. They beat Instagram and Snap, especially, by building the better mousetrap. They built the tool that makes teenagers want to use it all day. They did so legitimately. The problem is that the power that they accrue in doing so is really dangerous. And one of the funny things here that was not discussed in Congress today was the fact that we don't really have a law that covers this. This is the kind of hilarious, weird hole that we've got.
But you're talking about Congress creating a law to make it harder to access information.
Right. Like
a privacy law.
Right. If you're an American company and you want to have data centers in China, there's no good American law to see what data you can actually store there. Right. And so I think that's what we're missing here by only focusing on TikTok, is there are hundreds of Chinese apps from not just ByteDance, Tencent, a bunch of gaming companies. All of them are sucking down lots of data. And if we spend 3 years fighting about each Chinese app, we'll never get through this. We really need to come up with a solution for this entire space that doesn't only apply for TikTok. And that's, unfortunately, Congress looks like they're going to give President Biden the power to kill the app. He's going to have a really difficult political decision to make. But kill it or not, it's just going to be that one. Like, we're going to be right back in this problem, the day afterwards. And the fact that we're not dealing with the big privacy issue, I think, is the big problem.
Alex Stamos, Efkaristo, thank you for being here.
Yeah. Parakalo.
And coming up next, from it's a territorial dispute to Vladimir Putin's a war criminal. What made Florida Governor Ron DeSantis change his tune on Ukraine? Plus, raging rowdy protests in both France and in